9-5. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment.
Hey, hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5.
Insurance?
That's right. Insurance. Personal protection, like. You hand over everything you got in their pockets, or accidents start happening to you. Big, bloody accidents.
Whoa, time
This is
out.
Paladin Dance
Someone
on
steps through
frequency
the gate
9-5.
the first time, they're a guest. You
All
lay off
Brotherhood
that
of Steel
exposure
units are
crap.
to return
What do you
to the
care?
Cambridge Police
He ain't
Station
one of us.
No
immediately
love
for
for your
reassignment.
mayor, Finn. I said let him go.
You soft, Hancock. You
Repeating.
keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day, there'll be a new
This is
man.
Paladin
Come
Dance
on,
on
man.
frequency
This is
9-5.
me we're talking about. Let me tell you
All
something.
Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for
Now,
reassignment.
why'd you have to go and say that, huh? Breaking my heart over here.
Repeating.
You all right, brother?
This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge
You
Police
killed him.
Station
Got a good
immediately
pair of
for
eyes on
reassignment.
you. I think you'll fit in here. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5. All
Good
Brotherhood
neighbor?
of Steel units
That
are
what
to
you call this
return to
place?
the
That's
Cambridge
right.
Police Station
We cobbled this little
immediately for
neighborhood
reassignment.
together out of the freaks and misfits that just wouldn't be accepted anywhere else. You'll see. You make enough friends here, you'll call this place home soon enough. So long as you remember who's in charge.
All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the
Hey there.
Cambridge
A
Police
new
Station
player in Good
immediately
Neighbor.
for reassignment.
Hello, little pawn. Welcome to our fun and games.
Repeating. This
You
is
ever tried
Paladin
chess?
Dance on frequency
Sometimes you
9-5.
need to sacrifice a piece to keep the game going.
All Brotherhood of
Keep
Steel
that in
units
mind.
are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment.
We didn't get to the top of this town by playing.
Repeating.
Brotherhood of Steel. Better stay out of Good Neighbor.
This is Paladin
I'm
Dance
saying.
on frequency 9-5.
Excuse me.
Heard
All
what you
Brotherhood
did.
of Steel units are
Saved
to
that
return
Rex
to the
Goodman
Cambridge
from the
Police
super
Station
mutants.
immediately for
Guess not
reassignment.
everyone appreciates the Bard. Am I right?
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5. All Brotherhood of Steel
Now, I've
units
seen a
are to
lot of
return to
crazy
the
stuff
Cambridge
in my
Police
time.
Station
What a
immediately
flying
for
ship.
reassignment.
Yowza.
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on
Got a lot
frequency
on my
9-5.
mind. Excuse me.
All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment.
Run along now.
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station
You ever
immediately
tried
for
chess?
reassignment.
Sometimes you need to sacrifice a piece to keep the game going. Keep that in
Repeating.
mind.
Hey there.
We didn't get to the top of
This
this
is
town
Paladin
by
Dance
playing
on
fair.
frequency 9-5.
Got a lot on my mind.
All
Excuse
Brotherhood
me.
of Steel units are to
Run
return to
along.
the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment.
Hi.
Run along.
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the
The
Cambridge
lady
Police
friend.
Station
She's the
immediately
dame
for
who writes
reassignment.
public occurrences, right? Good stuff. I always did
Repeating.
appreciate the good investigative journalism.
Hey everyone,
This is
gather
Paladin
around.
Dance on
Let's kick the
frequency
breeze back.
9-5.
Shoot the fat. Now I know you all are
All
doing your own
Brotherhood of
thing,
Steel
but
units
I
are
don't
to
want
return
anyone
to
here to
Cambridge
forget what
Police Station
matters.
immediately
Hey,
for
Daisy,
reassignment.
glad you can make it. How's my favorite girl doing? Didn't I see you on a date with Morowski the other day?
Huh, he wishes.
Dance on frequency 9-5.
All right, we're getting
All
off track.
Brotherhood of
What was
Steel
I
units
saying?
are to return
Oh,
to the
that's
Cambridge
right.
Police
What
Station
matters.
immediately
We
for
freaks
reassignment.
gotta stick together. And the best way to stick together is to keep an eye out for what
Repeating.
drives us apart. You feel me?
Yeah, you tell it like it is,
This is Paladin Dance on
Now,
frequency
what
9-5.
out there in our big friendly Commonwealth
All
would
Brotherhood
want
of
to
Steel
drive
units
us
are to
apart?
return to the Cambridge
What kind
Police
of
Station
twisted,
immediately for
unneighborly
reassignment.
boogeyman would want to hurt our peaceful community?
Yeah, they're instituting their sins.
That's right. Who said that? Coming up to my office
Paladin
later.
Dance on
You've earned
frequency
yourself some
9-5.
jet. The Institute.
All
They're the
Brotherhood of Steel
real
units
enemy.
are to return to
Not the
Cambridge
Raiders.
Police Station
Not the super
immediately for
mutants.
reassignment.
Not even those tools over in Diamond City.
I don't know, Hancock. I'd
Repeating.
sure love to give McDonough a kick in the ass.
Hey, we all know I
Paladin
got
Dance
my
on
own
frequency
personal beef
9-5.
with that lordhead. But stay focused.
All
Now, I
Brotherhood
want
of
everyone to
Steel
keep
units
the
are to return to
Institute
the
in
Cambridge
mind
Police Station
when someone starts
immediately
acting
for
funny.
reassignment.
When people are doing things they don't normally do. When family starts pushing you away for no reason. We all know who's behind that kind of shit.
Paladin
And
Dance
the
on
only way to
frequency
stop
9-5.
it is to stick together. They
All
can't
Brotherhood
control
of
us
Steel units
if
are to
we're not
return to the
afraid.
Cambridge Police
Now,
Station
who's
immediately for
scared of the
reassignment.
Institute?
Not us.
And which town in the Commonwealth should the Institute not fuck with?
Good neighbor.
And who's in charge of
Paladin
good
Dance on
neighbor?
Of
The people, for the people.
Steel units
Too
are
bad
to
about
return to the
family.
Cambridge
Gonna
Police
miss him
Station
next super
immediately
mutant
for
attack rolls
reassignment.
round. Oh well. What can I do for our newcomer?
Repeating. Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge
Did I hear you
Police
talking
Station
about the
immediately
Institute?
for
You
reassignment.
like my little speech? I do it every once in a while in case they're listening in. I want those synth makers to know that Good Neighbor is off limits. No one gets replaced in my town. But hey, weren't we talking about your needs?
All Brotherhood
What did
of
you come
Steel
here
units
for?
are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately
Looking for work.
reassignment.
Work, huh? I'll tell you what, I got reconnaissance needs. There's a lot of weird talk coming in about a place called the Pickman Gallery. It's raider territory up there, but they've been quiet. Like uncomfortable post-coitus quiet. Snoop it out and give me the word.
What else can you tell me about Pickman Gallery?
Nothing. That's why I'm paying you to go out there.
This is Paladin Dance on frequency
Scout out
95.
Pickman Gallery. On it.
Cool. Be thorough, okay? I'm not paying for a look-see. Find out what's really going on there.
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment.
This is Radio Freedom. It's 4 a.m. All quiet, which is how we like it.
Well,
Stay safe out there,
Mr.
people.
Valentine. I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
Nick,
Let's go talk to Amari. Let's see what Amari is up to.
Here for Amari? She's downstairs.
hey Irma.
Whatever you and Nick are up to, I don't need to know. Just don't let the big metal softy hurt himself, all right?
Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take it this isn't a social call.
This one's all yours, Nick.
We need a memory dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who can make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait, that's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation synth. But Institute technology being what it is, the brain implant could fit him. But that's an incredible risk to take. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. I'm well past the warranty date anyway.
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine. Just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Tell me you have a way past this, Doc.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Any idea what I'm gonna see in there?
I have no clue. But considering we only have a single piece of the medial temporal lobe and not the whole brain, I doubt it'll be cohesive.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find. Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep!
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but, she loved me.
All 5 states have now signed on, which means that as of this moment...
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but... I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole. Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raiders. People always hoping for something better. They usually end up with something worse.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. I thought San Francisco was my chance to start fresh. I was the hot shit, the gunslinger from the hub, rolling into town with the world at my feet. Everybody knew I was the one who'd shot Valdez. I could write my own ticket to any outfit in town. It all worked out pretty damn well. For a while. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I can see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
systems offline.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here, baby. No. I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready. Is that your son? This appears to be a
Wasn't
very
my
recent
idea
memory.
to settle down with the kid in the middle
news,
of
I think.
Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Oh boy. Piper's really done it this time. I mean, I'm not saying she's right, but Mayor, he's gonna be a bad time.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Am I okay? Are you seeing anything bad?
Don't be alarmed, but I honestly don't know what to look for. As I said before, this is uncharted territory, but your neural and physiological readings have returned to normal. From a medical standpoint, you're fine. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
You were along for the ride, weren't you? You saw what I saw.
Yes, but it's important we review everything together, in case either of us missed anything.
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes, their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
What do you think we should do?
Let me think. What about that memory involving Virgil, the rogue Institute scientist? If he were alive, we have a common enemy. He might help us.
I like it.
The memory said the Institute tracked him to the glowing sea, but that seems crazy. A madman would think twice about going there.
If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radiation there. It's called the glowing sea for a reason.
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor? That would be perfect.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Bingo.
Wish I'd brought something to peruse myself.
Wars with wits.
The memory den's not accepting new clients right now, sweetheart.